Hi guys, welcome back to this channel. Welcome to Exclusive Sports, aka Sarah. Today's video is going to be showing you guys some of my exercises, warm-up routine. As you guys all know, we're currently in this whole pandemic and we're in lockdown. Us in Melbourne, Australia, we are in stage 4, one of the toughest restrictions right now going on. Literally everywhere else in Australia is like pretty much living their lives. They're almost back to school, they're able to go places. Yes, there's still some restrictions, but we are in like total lockdown where mandatory face masks, when like a lot of our businesses are shut down. A lot of people, half of our population has lost their jobs. It is nuts, and we literally are only allowed to go out. We can't even go anywhere outside of our 5-kilometre radius of our homes. We're only allowed out of our house for 1 hour of exercise with one other person. Only one person per family is allowed to go food shopping. Obviously we're allowed to go to medical there's only 4 reasons why we're allowed to leave home: for medical reasons, for work if you can't do it from home, for school if you can't do it from home. But school is online schooling for everything, even for special schools. Every school is homeschooling. The only students that are going to school are for the essential workers. So all the essential workers like nurses, doctors, all those kids of those parents that the kids that their parents work at essential businesses, they can't physically, don't have someone at home that can look after them and going to school. They're the only kids that are literally going to school. So that is what's happening in this world of Melbourne right now. It's pretty much everything's just dead. There's no one out in the streets. And we have a curfew. No one is allowed out after 8 PM. So that's what's going on right now. Welcome to the life of Corona. Anyways guys, let's do my exercises. So before you do any type of exercise, any type of fitness, anything, always warm up, stretch, foam roll, anything like that. This is my bag, my goodie bag. This used to be my bag of equipment. What I use to warm up, and there's also equipment in here that I'm going to be using from my little exercise routine that we're going to be doing right now. The stuff I use to warm up, obviously a foam roller. This foam roller is the best foam roller I have ever used. This has been everywhere, overseas to my World Games trip. This has been to nationals, almost swim meets. I take this even when I go on holidays. This is everywhere I go. Every training session, everywhere, I take this with me. It's the best thing, and it's still in good, very, very good condition. Then there's this foam roller thing. This is another type of easy thing. So you can just literally just do this with all your muscles nice and tight. I don't really use this very often, but it's still very good. I also took this to World Games because it was something simple, easy to put in my bag. This was something I took when I went to the pool when I wasn't able to, for days that I wasn't able to take this. Some mornings where I just had so much stuff that I wasn't able to really carry this with me, so I took this in my bag and it was good. So I would do this in the mornings at my hotel, obviously before I left, and then I just had this in my bag for when I got to the pool. This is a quick, simple stretch warm-up thing, but obviously I did this before I left. A spike ball. This is the best thing for spots where you can't get with these two. So like the groin area, like the buttocks, in your shoulder, like your shoulder is really tough, like right in here is a good spot. So I really use this for like my hip joints, well not the joints, like the hip muscles and my shoulders. They're the main points I use them for. So that's, then there's this one. This is just the pressure point, so you put this against the wall and you push it against your shoulder or whatever point you really want to put it on. So yeah, this is another really good thing. I got this last year when I had my no, it was beginning of this year I think it was, when I had my shoulder injury. Best thing ever. It is very painful, but it's the best thing ever. Then the rest is just like stretch bands and stuff, which we'll get into when I'm doing my exercises. So let's go. So before a swim training session, I try to like foam roll for about 15-20 minutes. So I work on about 5 minutes each section on my body. So I really work more on my hip areas. Because of my breaststroke, I really need to work on my groins, because that's obviously where you use the most muscles, especially with my hip, because I had that nasty hip injury last year. I have to really be careful with my hip, and also my shoulder, because I had the nasty shoulder injury this year, and I still am going through, I'm almost at the end of my recovery for that, so yeah. Anyways, let's get into this foam rolling. So I always start with the legs first. Up and down, and it's really getting in there. I can feel it. Now I'm really tight at the moment, because obviously, oops, I'm just gonna make this bad. Because obviously I'm not training, I'm not swimming, and I'm doing a lot of like dry land training. So I'm a bit tight, and also because I'm doing a bit of sitting at the moment, because obviously I'm not swimming. So I'm really tight. And also I had physio yesterday, so really had a good working on my knees. So my knees are a bit sore today. I had dry needling done yesterday, so a bit sore today, but I'm doing a good job. So as you see, I really get working around this joint, my muscles in here, because that is going into the hip. So I really try to work these muscles, and obviously I'm going to work in here, and this is when this is going to come in eventually after I finish with this. So you get on the side and you just foam roll. Really good. And then go on this side and foam roll. You do not need to rush for this at all. So that's that leg. Now I'm going to do the other leg off camera. Okay, so now I've done my thighs and my groins. Thighs. How's the quads? You gotta do here. So done the hammies. Done the hammies. Go to the front. So you just lay like this. So you got your foam roller, you got your front of your leg, and you just lay on top. So you put it on, so you like this, and you just roll slowly up and down. And you should start feeling it in the leg and up the hip. And you can kind of turn your leg out as well, so that you can start feeling it in the groin again. And you'll and if you go all the way down, you'll feel it in your muscle here, which is the muscle that helps with your knees. So, which lately I've been having a bit of knee issues, which is why I had dry needling done in my knees yesterday, because I've been doing a lot of exercises and a lot of walking on my off period. So just like that. If it hurts, then you're going to be tight. So just do it. Don't do it too much, because otherwise you will hurt yourself. So just do a little bit. So I'm just going to quickly do the other leg. Okay, so now that we've done that, we can finish the legs, and I'm going to now move on to the arms. So the arms are pretty simple. So you want to get this bit of the arms here, and this bit, and in here. Because when you're swimming, obviously I'm a swimmer, so I always reference the swimming, is the most muscles you're using is here. Because when you're swimming, you're pulling up in your shoulders. So you'll be using this muscle in here the most, because that's the muscle you'll be pulling with the most. So you'll be using your shoulder muscles. So you want to be really stretching all your muscles in here and up in here the most. Move you guys down to the ground so you can see. So I put you guys just in front of me, put my hand here, and I roll like this, just to get my arms, and then I make my way up like this to get that bit of the arm. And I really get into the shoulder blade. And just roll up and down slowly. Slowly. Nice and slow. And kind of turn my arm so it's like kind of a weird angle, but trust me, it feels good afterwards. And just do it a couple times, and then stop, shake your arm, then do it again. Okay, so now we're going to do the outside of the arm. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay on our side, put the foam roller here, and we're just going to put our arm on the thing, and we're just going to roll like this. A couple times. Again, remembering this is only a couple times, because remember, we're going to be moving on to this in a moment, which will really get into there. So this is just warming it up, getting it used to pressure, and then I'll move on to that. So that's the shoulder, and then eventually we'll move on to the back. So while we're doing that, we'll just roll onto our back. Now remembering, when you're doing your back, you don't want to get into the middle of your spine, because you don't want to be rolling the spine bit, because it's bad injury for your back. So we're only just doing the top of our shoulders. So like this. So put your arms like you're streamlining. So remember a streamline, and just slowly roll. Stop there. So don't go any further than your shoulder blades. So now that we've done that for a moment, we're going to move on to the spiky ball. Okay, spiky ball. Spiky ball is one of the things you've got to be really, really careful with, because you really don't want to be getting into the joints, because it really pushes further into you than what this does. So you've got to be really careful it doesn't push against your bones, your joints, and all that stuff. So you've got to be really careful where you're placing it and what type of part of your body you're doing it. So I really highly recommend, if you're going to be doing this, that you need to get advice from your physiotherapist first, or your medical staff before you do this. Make sure you can doing it right before. Everything I am doing, I have been advised to do from my physio, from my medical team. So by all means, what I am telling you guys is not my I'm not telling you what to do. This is not medical stuff. So this is just showing you what my routine is. So, and you guys can take tips from it. By all means, just make sure you follow all your physiotherapists and all that advice, because I'm obviously not a physiotherapist, so just take that in mind. Okay? So firstly, I'm just going to work on my hip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this on the ground, and I'm just going to get into the buttocks. So right in here. So I'm just going to sit on it. So I'm going to sit on it like this and roll up and down. So you can do this either on the ground or on a wall. And just up and down. So I'm not doing it on joints. So as you know, the joint is like right up here. So I'm just doing it on the buttocks. So the muscle around the joint itself. Because I get really tight up here. And you can also move up to here as well. So it's also a good point to work up. So just do that for a couple of minutes and you'll be all sweet. And I do that on both sides. Okay, so now the shoulder. So the shoulder I just do here and around. So I don't actually get into the shoulder joint. So you know the joint is in here. So you don't go up in the shoulder joint. You just do it in the muscles around. So get on the ground. Again, you can either do it on the ground or on the wall. For this demonstration, I'm just going to do it on the ground. Spiky, and slowly rotate shoulder back and forth. And you will really feel it in your muscle. It will be pushing against your muscles. And then up and down in like a circle motion, slow circle motion. Then you can move your arm up and down. You might have to place the ball in the right position a couple times. And again, the front of the shoulder, you just place your arm up and rotate. Sorry. And that is a spiky ball. Okay, so now that is all warming up, all warmed up, So now we're going to move on to doing some exercises. So let's go. Okay, so in my bag I have a lot of different stretch bands, and equipment. So green band just to warm up. So what I do is I put this on the back of my door to stretch. Okay, I just wrapped you guys around my bed, so hopefully you guys should stay. So what I do is I open my door. Yeah. Sometimes it takes a couple of times to get my door to shut because my door's a bit faulty, but I put the band into my door, then I just have this band, green band to stretch. So I just pull up, have a nice straight back, and just pull down. So nice straight back, and I just pull. So this is getting my shoulder blades and working my arms. So and the most important thing to do when you're doing this is to breathe. So focus on breathing. So when you're pulling, you're breathing in, and then you breathe out. So go. That's that exercise. So again, this is just warming up. And then I grab the band with one arm and I do rows. So I have this arm on my hip and I just pull this one towards my other hip, so just down. So like this. So then this one is just working on this shoulder. So again, I can work this one like this. So it's like this. But again, I'm standing with my legs apart and I'm just going up and down slowly. So I pull it down to me and then I slowly pull it back up. And I'm doing about 5, resting, then doing another 5, because again this is just warming up the shoulders, and then I would rotate and do the other arm. So 1, 2, and then rotate to the other arm. And then I shake my arms out. And then the next one I do to warm up, this is my last warm up, is I just stand my legs apart again and I'm facing backwards, and I just pull this one above my head like this. So again, I'm focusing on my breathing and I'm just pulling my arms, so then this is working up here. And I'm just looking straight. That is my warm up. And you can see the band gets quite dirty. Okay, now we're moving on to the next band, which is my blue band, which is a stronger band. And this is where the exercises begin. So that's just 10 rows. So now some of these exercises are going to be different, obviously, to my warm-up. So that's just the same as my warm-up, but I have to do 3 sets of 10. I'm going to do is different to what I would normally do for the warm-up. So this one's like a swimming style. You would see this. Now, I normally do this type of stuff out in these exercises out in the laundry. There's more space. But today I'm doing this in my bedroom because I need the film. So for this exercise, I'm going to be using these hooks and these loops I put in my thing. So this is called the freestyle. So I gotta do 3 sets of 10. So I just gotta do 3 sets of 15. It was 10 as of till yesterday. Now it's 15. But so it's just the freestyle, but I just gotta do this nice and slowly. Thing next to me. Okay, let's go. That's the most awkward freestyle I've ever done. But this is good. So the reason why he's gotten me to do these type of things is so that I am keeping the strokes going, so that once I do return back to the pool, I'm still got the muscles, and I'm still building, and I've still got the, the strokes rate going, as much as I really want to be in the pool right now doing it, but it's working. Also, yes, I'm in my Australian uniform clothes. I'm missing swimming so much. Where are my Australian stuff today? Right. Set number 2. Let's do this. This one, I'm going to start with this arm. Just to change up. Usually I always start with this arm, but let's go. I kept hitting my finger on the whiteboard. Whew. 3. Oh, far out. Alright guys, I am back. Whew. That was painful. That was very painful. And that's why I don't do my exercises in my room. That's why I do my exercises out in the lounge room, out there. Stupid door. I knew something was going to happen. just knew it. Oh well, next time. Anyways, that's the arms. I got a very nasty mark on my back. I will leave a picture, like right here, showing you guys my back. Yeah. Oh, it's very painful. I got whiplash. Anyways, let's move on to the legs. Yeah, so I was just editing this video, and this video ended up being over 40 minutes long with adding the leg part to this. So I'm going to put this into 2 videos. So this is going to be part 1 of this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for understanding. Anyways guys, so that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little edit video of me doing my exercises and warming up and that little incident we had. I'm going to go do my cool down, and then I'm gonna go because I got my appointment in literally 20 minutes, so I've got to go quickly cool down and skedaddle in the car. So thank you for watching this video. Always remember to subscribe. Don't forget to press that subscribe button down there. Press that subscribe button. Like this video. Turn the notification bell to get notified when I load my next video, which will be next week. And always remember to keep active, keep hydrated, including everybody in your activities. Be inclusive. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out. Roll the outro.